Hey guys, welcome into the show. Man, I'm so glad you're with us today. We are doing a beautiful chicken salad for you. We're gonna use some greens right out of Winslow, Arkansas. Real nice chicken out of Decatur, Arkansas. I've got some cool farm to table stuff I wanna show y'all. Y'all come on over to the kitchen. This is cooking today. So once again, we are in our beautiful kitchen. We have a lot going on today. Today is a great little episode. We're gonna make a really nice chicken salad. I have some beautiful greens from Winslow, Arkansas, from the hydroponics farm. Thank you, Ozark All Seasons. Man, we're gonna show y'all a great salad. Got a great dish to show you. We're gonna get started right now with the chicken. Kind of the highlight of the dish. Well, that lettuce actually is kind of a highlight too. The great fried egg I'm going to put on at the end. Kind of a highlight too. It's a highlight dish. Got to be good. So I'm going to start with the chicken. The first thing I'm going to do is grab the salt, pepper, and garlic. Real simple with this. SPG. Remember that. SPG. Salt, pepper, garlic. If you want to combine the three, man, I always kept it in my kitchen just on the side, and I got to take that off. I got to take that off. I always kept salt, pepper, and garlic in my kitchen. So if you want to keep a cup of salt, you keep like a quarter cup of black pepper and just already pre-ground, just like 1 to 3, 3 to 1. So really want to have a nice mix of all. Then you can have the same amount of pepper as garlic. Mix it all together and you are really all set. What a great way to have some good spices on your food. We'll turn this chicken over. We got some good airline breast with the skin on it. We're kind of using the farm stuff today. This is also from Crystal Lake Farm. Nice guys out in Decatur. They do a real good job. Their chickens are free range. Man, it tastes so good. The chickens actually go out in the day and return to the barn at night. They're the coolest thing in the world to watch. These birds just automatically come back inside. And so that's it with the chicken. That's all I'm going to do. I have this pan heating up on the stove right here, and I am going to grab another glove or two. And what we're going to do is just get the skin side down, because I want a nice crispy skin on this. So we'll try and keep that skin together and on there, get that extra hanging guy. And what I'm going to do is just lay it out away from me. And you want to make sure that you don't have your burner super hot. And you see that going on, all that crackling going on. If your skin or your chicken is too wet, you can dry it with a towel. If it's too wet, man, it's going to pop and be real dangerous. So you got to be real careful. But we're going to get all these guys right in there. Try not to cool our pan down too much. Should be good and hot. That's it. So let me get a quick wash. Let me get rid of this guy. Get a quick wash of my hands. Gotta stay sanitary. Make sure we don't get anything else with chicken juice on it. I don't see any on my surface. So what I like to do, I like to have a nice wet towel on my surface to go underneath my board so my board doesn't slide all around. And I have my board right here. We'll bring it in. The next thing we're going to do while our chicken is cooking, we're going to leave that going low and slow. We're going to get started with our dressing. And what we're making is a ginger balsamic. Man, I think you're going to like this. So we'll start with a couple of cloves of garlic. All you got to do to get the garlic out of the skin is just smash it. And they'll start to come off. Once you get it peeled really good, it'll come right off, but you got to smash it to get that last layer of skin off of there. Peeling garlic is one of those jobs that I never liked in the kitchen because it takes so long until I figured out the trick. And you know, sometimes chefs won't tell you the trick until you're like 3 days into a job. So, but we'll get the garlic all done. This is our ginger. What we're doing with the ginger is just adding flavor to the balsamic. Just kind of a different twist on it. We want to get it diced up. We're going to use the immersion blender to make our dressing. So we just got to get this nice and diced. Just get a little rough chop on the garlic right here. Super simple. Just like that. Those are going to be our first ingredients for our dressing. And we'll grab the microplane out of here. We need that. We're going to zest this lemon. And all we need is just enough for a nice tablespoon. Just get that guy zested off. And then we'll use the juice as well. This is going to be a good dish. You guys stick with me, okay? We're going to take a quick break. When we get back, man, we're going to continue making our dressing to go with our cool salad. Cannot wait to show you guys this dish. Y'all stick around. This is Cooking Today. So big shout outs to my buddies at Crystal Lake Farms. They do a great job with the free range chickens. Man, they are so beautiful and so good. Okay, you guys, welcome back, man. We're gonna take a little time and spend with our chicken over here. They look great. We're gonna get them flipped. Look at that skin. Look at that brown. You gotta watch that. That skin, man, it'll get you if you're not careful. That is beautiful. Salt, pepper, garlic. Really simple, really will just make a great difference in this meal. And for a little twist to the chicken, right here, I'm going to hit it with some lemon juice. Our lemon that we had for the dressing that we shaved right here, I'll take half of it and add it right to my chicken. I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. You always should adjust the temperature as you go, just so you know your chicken is cooking properly and it's done correctly. And we're going to continue on with our dressing. And this dressing is one of those just like I like to make a lot with the immersion blender, just right in a bowl here or in a cup here. Really easy. So I have some fresh parsley that's already been cut up. We're going to add that right in our pitcher. And let me grab a spoon for our mustard. We need a little mustard. Help thicken up a little bit our dressing. So 2 good tablespoons of mustard. Just get them right in there. We're going to add the other half of that lemon, the juice, the other half of that lemon, just to wake it all up, make it nice and bright. Okay, make sure I clean my hand. And that's going to help, man. That lemon juice really will help make the whole dish pop. We're going to add our ginger and our garlic right in there. That rind of lemon, you got to add that in there. We're also going to hit that with salt. Let me get my hand clean. Salt and pepper. So black pepper, a little bit of salt, and our balsamic vinegar. And you just use whatever flavor you like, whatever brand you like, is what I should say. Whatever suits you. This is just a brand that I particularly like to use. And I'm going to fill it up to where it equals the cup line. So get it right up to where you have 1 cup. Everything. And just sit this aside. The last ingredient we'll add to that is a dash of hot sauce. So what is about a teaspoon? Okay. And now I'm going to finish my chicken right in the oven. So I'm going to take this guy off of here. And the oven is set at 350 degrees. And we're going to finish these guys in the oven. It's going to take us, 12, 15 minutes or so. And we'll temp them for sure. Try not to make a mess here. Get right in there. Awesome. Okay, and we'll take our immersion blender and come right back to our dressing. Now this is going to be good. I love a good balsamic dressing, and this one really ought to be good with the ginger. So the last step to it is to get it emulsified. We want a nice thick liquid out of it. So just bring your mixer in, whatever you're using. If you're using a blender, that works great. And I'll start the pulse just to get everything going. The trick to this is not to let your blender out of the liquid. Once you start adding the oil, it'll thicken it up so beautifully. So I'll take my stick and just sit it to the side. Just make sure all the ingredients are off of there. You can hear that motor. Start the oil drizzle. And as you go, the oil starts to build up on the top. You just let it get down low. Just lean that gas to the side enough to let that oil start to work. Just drizzle it in there. Man, that's great. It smells so good. So we'll just get it blended real well. Just make sure you don't have anything left on the bottom. Investigate that guy. Look all around it. And if it is not the consistency you want, a little bit more oil will always thicken it up for you. And it's so weird. You think the more oil you get, the looser it'll get. No, it will thicken it up even further. You should end up with at least 2 cups out of this, or more. You can hear the RPM change on that guy because of just the texture is different. Man, this is going to be a really good dressing. It's going to be really good with that chicken. When we get back from break, we're going to finish up the dish, you guys. We're going to make a nice salad to go with this. Oh my goodness. Y'all stick around. This is cooking today. We'll be right back. We're basically doing a balsamic vinaigrette. We're going to add a little ginger to it, give it a little bit of spice, a little love, just give it a nice twist. And welcome back. My goodness, it smells really good in here. Our chicken is right on the edge. I mean, it's right there. We're almost done with the dish. And I have a skillet going here, a nonstick. It's a little bit bigger than an egg pan. We're going to use it for our fried egg. We're just going to finish it up here. We're going to add to these fresh greens, and I have some beautiful microgreens here from Ozark All Seasons. My goodness, they do a good job. Val has a PhD in horticulture. Does a great job with all his lettuces and herbs and microgreens. We're going to add just a little bit. We've got some fresh kale here that's been washed, trimmed up. We're going to add it as well. A little superfood, locally grown. And we're just going to mix this up so that the lettuce is blended real good. And we'll make us a nice salad for our plate here in just a second. One other thing we need for that salad is some good onions. I want to have a nice ring. So what I'll do is leave it whole. Just find me a spot that I can get that outer layer off. Then I'll come on the nicest side and make me a nice circle, just like that. We'll get a couple of them so we can have some nice rings on our salad. Just break those guys up, just like that. Just push your finger right through, and you're good to go. Super simple. And we have some of these beautiful sunburst tomatoes that we're going to use on our salad as well. Got a fresh pack here. Going to be good. So, and our egg pan is smoking, so we're ready to go. Watch this. Just make sure your oil is moving. Crack that egg on a flat surface and get it right into the oil. The key is not to break the yolk. Black pepper, salt. Just monitor the temperature, and you really want to make sure your egg moves around in your skillet. The other thing to this is a nice clean towel. I'm going to make sure my clean towel is sitting right here. See how that thing moves around in there? Look at that. And you can see around the edge, it's already getting a little brown going. So I'm going to lift it right up off of the heat and just push it out and throw it back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Just like that. Just get it turned over. Super easy. You can shut your skillet off and let it finish frying right there. Then we're going to drain it. Okay, so we're going to make a nice plate. Let me show you how beautiful this salad is. This is a meal. We'll also grab our chicken because it's ready. Okay, so we'll get this guy right off of there. Make room for our chicken to come up to the deck. Look at this. Look at that. Crystal Lake Farms. That is awesome. So good. Okay. So we'll get our greens going on our plate. We got a nice plate here. And we'll just make a nice pile. Man, I like to get it spun in my hand. Just get it spinning so it'll pile up for you. Nice pile of greens in the middle of the plate. And we're making a meal, okay? So the more you pile it up, the better. And I had to get my fried egg right out of there because it's ready. So get a good pile going. Add to that your tomatoes. And the sunburst gives you a good colored variation on the plate. And that's why we chose those and the purple onion. Just gives you some color variation on your plate. Then what we'll do, sit that right there. I'm going to take this chicken leg right here, and that's hot. It's okay. Take this breast with the wing joint attached to it, and I'm going to just slice it just like that. So juicy. That Crystal Lake chicken, boy, it's hot. That is so nice. And now, before we get to that, we'll bring this guy right back over here. Let's sit this right here. We'll get that beautiful balsamic and dress this guy like this, however much you like. This dressing is universal. You can use it for all kinds of things. Marinades, whatever, be good. You have a great balsamic recipe now. Take our chicken, plate it right on top of that salad, just like that. You got to make sure you get that wing joint standing up. Then the last thing we'll do is grab our beautiful fried egg and put it right on top of the chicken, just like that. We'll add a little bit of fresh herbs to it, and we'll call our family to the table and tell them that it is served. Beautiful chicken salad made with so much love, you guys. This is cooking today. I also have to shout out to my friends at Ozark All Seasons in Winslow. Man, they have a great hydroponics farm, 2 beautiful greenhouses, and this lettuce is right out of there. They do a fantastic job.